Beware Maria. Maria talks about music, about education, about psychology and art, about sex and gender roles, about meaning and purpose, about things that are fun or interesting and can relate to each other. Maria has conversations with herself and with others, and she finds it a bit odd to talk about herself in the third person. Just beware and think about it. Today is my first summer episode. I'm going to do a lot of music, play you music about summer because it's summer and I love it. It's my favorite season. And we are going to have summers from different perspectives, different kind of composers. We are starting with Vivaldi's Summer from the Four Seasons. And now you're listening to the spring, which is one of the most, how do you say tararear? It's one of the most la 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 blah blah sung by people in, I think, in the universe and in the history of the world. Everybody would recognize that, even if they don't know what that is. Or maybe there is people who don't recognize it. I was surprised because 10 years ago there were children, 5 years old, 6-year-olds coming to my choir and they didn't know who the Beatles were, of course. I might think that everybody knows Vivaldi. However, what I want to talk to you today is summer. So in the summer, the music of Vivaldi, which is some music that would be sounding maybe in the heads of some of you like something very refined, to listen in a concert hall or whilst having a high tea in front of the chimney. But it's not what Vivaldi had in mind. Vivaldi not only had a story in mind, he had 4 poems that he has been following in order to write these 4 seasons. And he wanted the musicians and anyone who gets the sheet music to know what exactly he had in mind when he's writing this music. So it's almost like music for a movie in your head. So he makes a number of notes on top of the lines in the score so that the music is going to paint some very precise images. And therefore he has these 4 poems. And I should explain this a little bit better. It's not that Vivaldi wrote a piece that is called The Four Seasons that you could hear one after the other in a concert hall as a one thing together. He wrote 4 separate violin concertos and each one was based on a season. And each season is based on a poem, which was a very revolutionary concept on the time. For us now, is like music for a movie. And the summer, I must say, is my favorite because I like summer and I like the expression that he's given to it. Let's listen to the beginning. So this is familiar. Yes, it is, but it's not the beginning. This Vivaldi's summer has been even in The Simpsons. And let's start by the beginning. So in the beginning of the summer, because spring has already finished, where you had peasants in the village about to harvest, then some of them get drunk, then the violin starts to do sounds like drunk, representing drunkenness. And the drunken guys fall asleep, and the music represents it. But let's go to the summer. At the beginning, it's sotto dura stagion dal sole decesa, langue l'uom, langue il gregge e arde il pino. Which means in the hot season, by the light and sun, man languishes, the flock languishes, and the pine burns. Did you hear that? How it languishes? I'm going to play it to you again. I'm so this is it. So you can hear a lot of language. Like it's so hot, I don't want to do anything, and anything is too much to do. And shortly after, we start to get birds, but not any kind of birds. We are going to get 3 different kinds of birds. We get, the first one is the cuckoo. That sounds like a real one. Let's listen to the cuckoo. So that's the cuckoo there. And this is Vivaldi's cuckoo. 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 See? Eh? Cuckoo. Cuckoo. It's a kind of very clear cuckoo. Cuckoo. So let's follow the poem. The poem says, I have it here. Under the heat of the burning summer sun, languish mine and flock, the pine is burning. The cuckoo finds its voice, and suddenly the turtle dove and goldfinch sing. But I have no idea how the turtle dove sounds. I am an overwoman, so let's find a turtle dove. Okay, I got one here, and it does like... Okay, so that's a turtle dove. Let's see how is Vivaldi's turtle dove. If they don't tell me, if Vivaldi doesn't tell me, I wouldn't know. I am not completely sure what Vivaldi wanted to say with this. Or if he expected that the violinist would play it in any specific way to sound like a turtle dove. And the real goldfinch is like this. Sounds like this. That's very distinctive, isn't it? Vivaldi's one is like this. I can see it clearly. How cool. So now that Vivaldi is over and done with the birds, we have here. A gentle breeze blows. But suddenly, the north wind appears. As you can see here. That's it. We are later going to play it all in one go. After the wind, what they have is the shepherd weeps because he's going to lose his crop, because he can see his destiny, he can see the storm coming, and he has a very particular way of crying. It's a very clear, ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 I'm crying, they are destroying my crop. Vivaldi is amazing. He was ahead of his time. If Vivaldi was living now, I'm sure he would have been a soundtrack composer. So the guy now cannot sleep, and look at that. These are the bugs and mosquitoes around him. The storm's coming. What else? Again, turning in bed. Can't sleep, I'm worried. And we got these bugs. Zoom, zoom, zoom. His stout limbs are deprived of rest by his fear of lightning and fierce thunder, and by furious worms of flies and hornets. And Vivaldi will keep us listening to that storm that is coming and flies until the beginning of the last movement. In the third movement, we have the real storm of the summer. Wow! So here we are with the wind and the rain. The poem describes, alas, how just as are his fears! Thunder and lightning fill the heavens, and the hail slices the tops of the corn and other grain. So it is true he's going to lose his crop. You see? There was a thunder falling and destroying the crops. A baroque fantasy of destruction. And this is it for the summer. It ends with a destruction that you could listen to the next concert, that is the autumn. Well, the peasants will be happy and celebrating the crop, which is a bit contradictory after the destruction. But anyway, this is the moment to hear it all together, the three movements. And I really never thought I would understand this piece if I never got to reach to the poem and see the lines and see what is happening. And I recommend that even if you don't read music, if you want to know more about this, get the sheet music, look at the pictures, look at the notes, and read what is happening, because it's a fantastic descriptive music. And let's go for it. This is a Creative Commons recording by the Wichita State University from the year 2000, conducted by John Harrison. I hope you have enjoyed this and also feel inspired to listen to the other movements. I love and I was brought up musically with classical music since I was a child. And I also enjoy many other things that I've been discovering a lot later. I think when I was in my 20s, I had no idea of the pop and rock music that was happening in the moment. I was having a very limited view because I was immersed into classical. But today, I want to introduce you to the Fresh and Onlys because they have another summer song that I like. This is a band from California that was formed in 2008, and they can be described as new garage rock movement. But I can read here that their sound is equally aligned with pastoral psychedelia, brooding new wave, western twang, and jungly literate 1980s guitar pop, which sounds a lot more cryptic to me than Vivaldi. And the song is titled The Summer of Love. And it brings me memories of things I never lived. Have you ever had that? Like you hear something and it gives you memories of things unknown, which is a beautiful feeling. And it makes me feel like summer in the South for some reason. And I've never been in California, but I could go.
Hi, we're the Fresh and Onlys from San Francisco. Fantastic. Clarissa, come with me. It's the summer of love. Burn our pale bodies in the colorless sun. Then use them as a disguise. They're just like nothing can trouble me. It's the summer of love. Drag our burning bodies till we're covered in blood. Then use them as a disguise. 'Cause they're just like Clarissa, come with me. It's the summer of love. Let's bathe our black bodies in the governor's blood. And use them as a disguise. 'Cause they're just like summer of love. Summer of love. Summer of love.
Summer party, this sounds to me. How does summer sound to you? If I close my eyes, to me, summer and summer sounds that are relevant to me is summer night when it's very, very hot and you just out in Spain because you can't be inside. And you hear the crickets at night and you can see the stars. And you can smell the scent of jasmine and other flowers like petunia and the scent of mint and albahaca. How do you say albahaca? Albahaca is, I check it quickly, albahaca in English. Oh, basil. Yes, you can have a lot of scent of basil in a summer night. I am originally from Madrid, but my family is not from Madrid. They are from Andalusia, specifically from Almeria, where we have the best. And I don't want to say too much, so I don't want the people to go there, but the best holiday places, if you like quiet places where you can just relax and look at the stars and around beautiful nature, where it is forbidden to build tall buildings, is a paradise. And you get white, pretty houses, very Mediterranean style. And if you are in Almeria, you'll probably very easily be by the sea, although it has also a beautiful mountain. So let's add a little bit of seaside to these crickets. In the area of Cabo de Gata in Almeria, where it is a protected natural park, there are villages where the fishermen will go in the middle of the night and come back around 5-6 in the morning. And if you know about it, you go to the beach and you can buy the fish directly from them and eat amazing fish and mussels. But I particularly like going to the seaside at night and get my feet into the water as I see the reflection of the moon on the sea. I can almost feel I'm there now. I need a holiday. I clearly need a holiday. And not just any holiday. I want a Mediterranean holiday. With the sea, with the moon, with the stars at night, and a lot of peace and quiet. And with this, I'm going to say goodnight to you. And I'll see you on my next episode.